It's almost election day, guys, and it's time to cast your vote for the greatest slab in Princess's box, because we're back at What's in the Box?
Princess Edition.
Welcome back, Gainers, to another incredible, exciting, fantastic episode of ComicGains. And if you're new to the show, I'm Adam.
I'm Zach, and this is Princess Royal Highness, looking very lovely today, just like usual, doing that princess wave. You do too. Battle and respect, and of course, there's the Cocoa Dog.
All right. Well, today is Monday, guys. We're getting the start of the week. And we thought we'd bring back a goodie, but an oldie. Also, a first time ever. We've never actually done a What's in the Box Princess Edition. And there'll be some special stipulations to do this What's in the Box, because usually Princess is the one that picks the books for What's in the Box randomly. And since this is her box, it's a little less different. But it'll be more exciting than we've ever done before. Plus, we'll do a little bit of voting. You guys vote too. In the comments down below, let us know what your favorite slab. There'll be 10 different ones, right? Princess picked out 10 different slabs. And we're going to go through them. And Zach and I have not seen what slabs are in there, so this will be kind of fun. I think there are some slabs that she really likes, some slabs that may be goofy, or maybe whatever. We'll see. We'll see what the story goes. I'm kind of excited. I have no idea what's in there. I also have no idea what Zach is going to drink today.
I do not either, because Princess picked this one out for me. Apparently, this company's been in the works since 1891. Ooh. It's Bolin Bottling Co. Has cane sugar, because you need that cane sugar for that heavy hitting of love juice. I don't know. Does that make any sense? It's a love.
Is it king or cane?
Cane sugar.
Cane sugar.
Like, it's not like cane. You know,
cane. Is it back in time?
Yeah, canceled. It's canceled sugar. All right, let's see. Well, it's a great label. Great looking label right there. I'm not sure if you can see it. And this is...
Root beer is one of the best beers.
Is it root beer? It doesn't say root beer.
Oh, is that one not root beer? Is that a soda?
Dr. Boylan.
Oh, it's a soda?
It's a... I think if they try to make it into a healthy drink. But how can you make it into a healthy drink when it's cane sugar?
It'd be cool if it was the same recipe from the 1800s.
Oh, that's tasty. That's ridiculous. What the heck?
Nice.
I might need more of this in my life. Yeah, give it a try.
All right. We got a 3.5 thumbs up. I don't know where the other half came from.
I don't know. Cocoa.
Right? All right, guys. Just a couple announcements for this week. We will be on Wednesday with our live show, which will be exciting. And Princess will be on early this weekend at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. She is flying solo, so come give her some backup at 3 p.m. on Whatnot. So it's going to be awesome. All right. So what is What's in the Box, and where did this all stem from? Remember when we started this?
I had a dream. A dream about what would be like if we just went through random boxes of graded books and just showed them. And
it all worked out?
It all worked out.
It all worked out. Yeah, we started this a long time ago when we were first kind of like dipping our toe back into comic books. And Zach's been collecting graded books for a very long time. I think since like CGC started. He was like the first guy in line. Oh, please put my book between 2 pieces of plastic so I can never read it again. No, I'm just kidding.
I would like that.
No, so Zach's been collecting them for a really long time, and he has a lot of slab books, and so he was working on his organization skills. He's getting a lot better. Zach's a much more organized person than he was 4 years ago when we started this. But what we did was he would pull out a box, and Princess would pull out 5 random comics out of it, and then we would look at them together, and Zach would give us some story time. And I think at that point we didn't really know as much as about comics as we do now. And yeah, we've done a couple other editions. I think I had one shot at the box, and now we have Princess's turn, and this is a big deal. So what we asked her to do was find 10 books, so she knows what they are already. It's not random like we used to do it, and she's gonna pull them out, and Zach and I will be surprised and see which ones they are, and then we'll do our best. Maybe we know what they're about, maybe we don't know what they're about. Princess will have to leave comments down below if we don't know it anymore, right?
Yes, we're gonna be detectives, comic book detectives.
Sometimes you gotta do that. But vote at the end of the show, guys. Vote which one's your favorite of the 10, and maybe we'll do the same thing too. Yeah, you tell me your favorite, I'll tell you my favorite. Princess will tell you her favorite, and we'll see if anybody's different. Are you ready for What's in the Box? It pulls out a head.
Stole my line.
That is true.
Well, I think Princess does have a severed head book in there, but that's for another episode. Maybe
Severed head. Oh, all right. So she's showing Godzilla numero uno. Godzilla number 1, 1977. Marvel Comics. Looks like she's got a beaut of a grade there. 9.6.
Yeah.
Very respectable for that book.
The original kaiju.
Oh yeah, the original kaiju.
Maybe.
Let me see.
It might be.
Let me see this one here. We got this is Herb Trempe cover, Doug Monick, and you got a Nick Fury and Jimmy Woo appearance with Godzilla.
Because why not?
Yeah, they got to team up. That's kind of cool. I always didn't realize because we've seen Jimmy Woo in the MCU. You know, in like the WandaVision show, he's like that FBI agent, CIA agent, whatever agent he is. Yeah, he's been in the comics for a long time.
You know, Godzilla winked at Nick Fury in this book.
Does he really?
Yeah, because he thought Nick Fury was winking at him.
Dum Dugan, too, your favorite? So you like this book, Zach?
Yeah, it's a fantastic book. It's a classic bronze copper. It looks like a bronze age, 1977 copper bronze key. You know, it's a metal.
Can't decide.
It's a metal key. It's hard to say. It's a 9.6, so that's a fantastic rate.
Yeah. Definitely not at that cusp where you have to have a 9.8. 9.6, very good grade in that book.
Very lovely.
I like it so far. Godzilla. I can see why Princess would like Godzilla. Anyone see the -1?
I heard it's amazing.
They're re-releasing it in the theater. So if you guys didn't see it the first time,
I heard it from the Princess.
You can see it again. I think you're the only one that watched it out of the three of us.
No, she didn't even watch it.
Oh, she didn't even watch it.
She told me it was amazing. From another person.
Oh, Mike, how would she tell you if it's amazing if she's never seen it?
Exactly.
How did she even tell you in the first place since she doesn't talk?
Sign language.
That's true.
Minus. Good.
Check it out, -1. All right. What's in the box? What is it? Good books to start. Is any order for these ones?
Oh,
no?
Yes. This is Batman 181. First appearance of Poison Ivy. Before her skin turned green. My favorite Poison Ivy is when she has her skin green. It's 1966. It's a Carmine Infantino cover. It's a crazy read. See, just off the top of my head.
The guy that made Batman cool again.
Yes.
Carmine Infantino.
Oh, amazing. And
For
Flash,
sure.
I believe. Yeah, it's a classic book. It's one of those underrated Silver Age DC keys that everybody needs. This is one of those characters that kind of breaks over the wall of like male superheroes or male villains and female superheroes or female villains. This one's like kind of like almost like an anti-hero now. Well, she's still like not an anti-hero, but she's like a villain, but she's a lovable villain that everybody loves. Everyone.
An eco-terrorist. You know how much we all love eco-terrorists.
If all of that made sense, anyways, this is one of the books that you probably should get in your collection because you never know where it's going to go.
Yeah, and don't forget, guys, there's a pinup inside, so a lot of people miss out on that pinup. It will hit you with a bad label if you don't have it. And I like this cover a lot. The red's really good. I love the old Silver Age Batman at the top. Although she very reminiscent of Peter Pan to me on the cover for some reason, especially with her the shadow. Like they made sure to show her shadow underneath. She looks like Peter Pan.
A little bit.
A lot like Peter
Tinkerbell.
Pan.
Tinkerbell. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but
I want to say one of those old movies that Peter Pan was played by a woman back in like the 70s or something
that's
like
what
that.
They used to do.
Yeah,
they had very
good book though.
features.
She's one of Batman's villains that actually has a lot of powers that, like, on paper should stomp the hell out of Batman and never does. Because everyone else is just a wackadoo, with a clown mask on.
Yeah, I mean, Bane broke Batman's back. What has Poison Ivy done?
Kissed him? Bane kissed him too, I'm pretty sure.
It was just on the lips.
What's in the box? What's in the box? Good book. All right, we got a little bronze, a little silver. What's next?
Gold?
What's gonna blow your socks off?
I can tell by the back cover.
I can't see. Oh, okay. We got SpiderMan #1. This is the 2016 edition, the variant cover. This is gonna put me on the spot. This is the Nas hip hop cover album. And who did this one? Oh, Illuminac? I can't even read that. No, I can read Nas. I don't know what the other word is. Hip hop. Addie Granoff.
Andy Granoff.
It's no N. It's just Addie.
I will say it how I want to say it.
We'll talk to him and then we'll see what he says. But I think I want to say this is Princess's favorite hip hop cover. I think so. I'm pretty sure. Really cool book. This is one like Bendis and Pacelli were still writing Miles. A really great book. Great cover. Fantastic. I want to say it's in the more expensive range for the hip hop. It's not the most expensive, but it's definitely in like the top 5, I think. I'm not don't know as much about the hip hop covers, but I don't have this in my collection. It would be cool.
What's great about the hip hops too is that they probably didn't think this was going to go anywhere. How much of a big hip hop following there's going to be for comics. I mean, there's really big fans for these hip hop covers. That some people have gotten every single one and multiple copies of it. They've gone crazy, even crazier than the Scotty Young stuff.
Yeah, which is weird because I wonder if it would ever work again too. And I'm not as up on like buying music, on a CD or like a record now. It's probably more records than it would be CDs these days. Those seem to be the only things that like hold their value. But like how many people are still looking at like the cover art? You know what I mean? Whereas like at this point, people were still buying a lot of CDs and it was really important. I mean, I could tell you all the cool cover art that I had back in the 90s of like tapes and CDs I bought. But nowadays, like everything's so digital. It's like you just download a song, you like don't even think about what the picture looks like. So
yeah,
it's maybe like a once in a lifetime thing.
I almost don't like the digital thing of it. I mean, I like the convenience, but it just takes one thing to go wrong and then all your music collection's gone.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas the CDs, it has to take a fire. Or one random angry kid that doesn't like CDs.
There you go. Hip hop.
Right.
Hip Hop Anonymous. What's in the box?
And this is number 4.
Number 4.
We're doing 4 or 5.
You could tell what that was by the back cover.
What? No?
Oh, the other one. The last one?
No, I couldn't tell. Oh, this is thick gun honey done by Warren Lau. Okay. I don't really know much about Gun Honey, but I know they have great cover, and this is one of the better ones. She's in the bathtub with a nice glass of wine. That would be dangerous for me. But even more dangerous, she has a weapon in her hand for some reason. I never go anywhere without a weapon. I am a never gun nude.
Yeah. Good cover. I know Titan Comics is kind of blowing up right now with some of their stuff, coming up with some good books. I don't want to say they're doing like Conan as well. They got the rights to Conan, so Gun Honey seems to be doing really well as well. I think this one is purchased off his website though, right? Warren Lau. Oh, actually, yeah, warrenlau.store.com variant cover. But yeah, sick book. I've not read it, Gun Honey either, but I've heard that it's not just like lady book covers. Like the story is actually good inside. If you like honeys with guns.
Plug 'em, honey.
Gun Honey. One of these days. I feel like it's hard to get. I tried to get some of the Conan books on Titan Comics, and I never got them. I ordered them, and they never came. They never came.
They never came.
What's in the box?
How many of these are we gonna do? Is it gonna be 5?
We said 10.
10?
He wasn't there at the beginning of the show, guys.
Wow. Wow.
He needed the root beer.
We're going deep. All right, we got Super Mario Brothers. I was just looking at this book. It's a George Wildman cover. I think there's one kind of interesting thing about this is that I think there's like a little Valiant logo that it's either this one or a different one that makes it more rare. I don't know which one's rare. I don't know if this is the rare one or not. But yeah, it's the first Super Mario comic ever published.
I was only ever good at regular Mario Brothers. I was terrible at Super Mario Brothers. I couldn't. The one for the Super. Look what's on the back though. That's almost as good because you've got is that Fabio? Like for a video game, it's like Fabio. Yeah. Keep an eye out. If you guys didn't know, a lot of the Nintendo comic book covers have a lot of value. There's good ones with like Super Mario Brothers. You have like First Zelda. You have even the Game Boy ones. I think there's like Game Boy issue 1 through 3 that are all pretty valuable as well. And then there's like that Captain N or whatever, which is actually a cool book as well. I can't remember what character Captain N is in the video games, but the something cool. This is a fun book. Princess has always been very. If you guys know Princess, she's very nostalgic for '90s things. So I can say that's probably why she likes the Super Mario Bros.
The Bros.
The Bros. Super Mario Brothers. If you had to be one of the brothers, would you be Mario or Luigi?
Wario.
You'd be Wario?
Yeah, Wario. I don't know if he's actually one of the brothers, but it's like he could be adopted.
Waluigi?
I don't know who that is. Dr. Mario.
It could be Dr. Mario?
Because you get paid the good money. Yeah.
There you go. What's in the box? What's in the box? Ooh. Yeah, don't forget to leave the bags on your books, though, guys, because if you take those off and you put them in your boxes, you can scratch up. It's kind of weird to think that, like, the plastic that has your slab can get scratched, and then people care about that, but
oh,
they
yeah.
do.
Here we go. This is a classic Adam Hughes cover. A little bit different style than he usually does, but it came out amazing. It's Catwoman getting locked up. Batman probably caught her, and he had to put her in the slammer after giving her the slammer. It's one of those classic Catwoman books that you need in your life, especially if you're an Adam Hughes fan. Very sought after. It's just cover 8, which is amazing. That this cover 8 book demands so much value. Really great. Also, issue 70 is amazing too.
Yeah, great book. Came out in 2006. I believe there's like a whole bunch of really good covers for this run. Every once in a while, Adam Hughes will do that where he'll draw like a whole bunch of covers, cover A's. I think recently he did that for like Black Widow, and a lot of people like those covers as well too. But this one totally stands out. They've already started doing homages for this. I think Natalie Sanders did an homage that's really good too. This is better in my opinion, but probably because it's the original. But I've heard good things about the story as well. A lot of people really dig this Catwoman. She's I feel like an easy character to write for. Mm-hmm. She's like, a cat burglar. So she has sort of like, people like kind of rooting for someone that has a little bit of villainous in their background, but they like mean well. Like Robin Hood, sort of, stealing from the rich to give to the poor.
Yeah, she's wanting to support animal shelters.
Yeah.
She's
also an eco-terrorist.
Something protected.
I think all of Batman's villains are like eco-terrorists. You can get behind that. They're kind of bad, but they're trying to help.
Oh, yeah, you can get behind it.
Great book.
All right.
What's in the box? Oh, all right. This is an incredibly hard to find book. Captain Britain, number 8, 1976. This is the actual British version, oversized. It's almost kind of like newspaper type quality. It's kind of strange, but Marvel dipped their toe in the Great Britain market back in what did I say this was 1976, and they published some books and wanted to get the British community involved in comics, and they created some new characters. Captain Britain was one of them, and sort of obviously supposed to be something similar to Captain America, and by issue 8, they introduced his sister, Betsy Braddock, who we all know later switched minds and became Psylocke, which was kind of a cool story. But this is Betsy Braddock's first appearance, where she's actually a British white girl at this time, and later turns into Psylocke when she switches bodies with Kawan. Really cool. Like I said, hard to find because they really, as far as I know, didn't really sell these in America. And there's also, is this the one that has the mask in it, or is that number 1?
No, that doesn't have a mask in it. Sometimes they have extra stuff in there, but I don't know. Usually
I know number 1 has a mask, has like the Captain Britain mask. And if you don't have that mask, it's not complete. So you got to be careful with that one. This one has way more value than first Captain Britain, but it's a fun character. Excalibur and them, they have like this kind of like extra magic aspect of it. So a lot of them are mutants, but then they're also dealing with magic. And so they're kind of like run into like Merlin and King Arthur and all this stuff like that as well. Which, by the way, Captain Britain's not even a mutant. So, but Betsy Braddock is, which is interesting. So, cool book. I've never owned one of these. I know it's on Zach's list.
It's on my list.
Yeah.
I'll get it eventually.
Fun book. Hard to find. Prince is very proud of this book. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
First Betsy Braddock.
All right.
What's in the box? Coco, what's in the box?
Okay, let's see if I can guess what this book is. Because I know the princess, and she's going to give us a zinger. One of these books I won't be able to say what the heck it... Oh, I know what this one is. This is the first appearance of Electra. They actually spelled the name wrong, which is kind of fun. And it's all black cover, 9.2, excellent grade. This is also on my list. This is one of those female villains that, well, kind of a villain, kind of not. It's kind of like, she's an assassin, but she's assassin for...
She's definitely ain't a villain anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, she's bloody Daredevil. For Christ's sake.
Was or is, I don't know. It's a great costume, though. The Daredevil costume that she dons. This is, yeah, a nice book and hard to get in high grade. I really appreciate it. And the lightning. I like the lightning. It's shocking.
Yeah, fantastic book. 1981. Probably Frank Miller at his best. Around that area, around that time frame. You got like Dark Knight Returns and Daredevil and all kinds of stuff. And Frank Miller cover, which looks insane. You gotta like, when you have Frank Miller, you gotta group him up with Klaus Janson. When they work together, it's magic, especially when it's like 40 years ago. Then it's even more magical.
Yeah.
But yeah, really cool. He put Daredevil on the map, or back on the map, and made him like a fan favorite. And just been, I feel like ever since this run, Daredevil's been pretty awesome ever since. And he's had multiple fantastic writers after that. So just, and probably the best Marvel TV show of all time is Daredevil. Easy to say that. Much better than anything that was on Disney Plus so far. So really cool book. I hope we get Electra back, the same one from the other show too. Elodie Jones or something.
Every time I hear her name, I want some nachos. That's what I contribute to this.
Electra Nachos?
Yes, I want some nachos.
Nachos. Very fun character. Yeah. What's in the box, Coco? The Coco book. They should have done a Deadpool Coco book. Right?
Yes. And is this number 10? What?
There's 13 more.
Oh, okay.
Wait a
I lost
minute.
my count.
Oh, we're on number 9?
Oh,
Number
close.
9! We're almost there. Oh, rubbing it in there. We got Batman Adventures 12 from 1993. And
I think that's close.
9.4, first appearance of Harley Quinn in comic books. Really, really cool book. I think a lot of people always think this is Bruce Timm, but it's not Bruce Timm. It's like somebody else. I know it's like a common misconception with this book. What is this one? It's like Mike Prodderbeck and Rick. I can't read when it's shaking. It's like Burchett. But yeah, I mean, Harley Quinn, love her or hate her. I know some diehard DC fans are not like her favorite, depending on who you talk to, because she's kind of like taken over the DC market. She just shows up in like every book now. But still a really cool character. I think she's definitely helped DC with their popularity, kept them afloat in the 90s when everything else was kind of getting cruddy. But started out on the Batman animated series. First, they brought her in as like Joker's sidekick. Everyone fell in love with her. Then they're like, hey, let's write a comic book based on the show, which I've heard this book is equally as good as the show. If you guys have never read it, it's fantastic. And then they brought her in. Obviously, bring her in here. This is not the regular continuity universe. It's like the cartoony universe for kids. And yeah, I mean, just been awesome ever since. I think she shows up in like some other book, right? For her first continuity appearance? Yeah.
I believe it's Batman Harley Quinn, the graphic novel. I have it up on the wall over there. A great Alex Ross cover. Fantastic. I believe that's when she first shows up. But I think there's one other book that could be argued is her first continuity appearance. So
yeah,
whatever you want.
Definitely a book worth having. I mean, it's one of, if not the only really good DC 90s book that you can get that I can think of off the top of my head right now. I'm sure there is a couple, but this is like the only like major key from the 90s from DC. So I remember I got one when I was a kid and didn't think it was anything important. Yeah, I'm like, why would I want this?
This is a bunch of crap.
Who cares about this Harley Quinn version?
Messily Manor comic books.
Yeah, I didn't want no girly books. The last one, number 10. Number 10. What's in the box, Coco?
What's in the Coco?
And the last book is Coco. Getting it slabbed.
Let's see. All right. Oh, of course. We talked about Catwoman. Now we gotta talk about the nefarious Black Cat, the burglar of all, the stealer of Peter's heart. And actually, honestly, I do think that Peter and Black Cat should be together. Just saying. Or Spider-Man Black Cat. But you can't be two-time Mary Jane. So this is a great issue. Amazing Spider-Man 194, an Al Milgrom cover. I don't know who did the story. It says it's Mark Wolfman's story. And fantastic too. Mark Wolfman's a great storyteller. Great cover. I think it's one of those covers that it's like you can tell it's dated, but it's like amazing. It's like one of those like covers that you would never see done now. I mean, people do like reimagines of this cover. It's homaged a couple of times, but you can't beat the classic. And Al Milgrom worked on everything in the 80s. You look over there, Al Milgrom. Look over there, Al Milgrom. It's pretty much done every single freaking cover in the 80s. It's insane. Yeah, this is one of those books that if you're a Spider-Man fan, you gotta get one of his main ladies, probably number 2 lady in it. Gwen Stacy's number 3, just saying. Mary Jane's number 1. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it.
I can see that. Yeah,
that's my opinion.
Yeah, I can see that. I put Felicia number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Felicia. Yeah, killer book. It does have that weird Silver Age kind of feel to it a little bit. Like it is something you don't see homage that often, considering like how big of a book that is. But really awesome. I don't know what else to say. Like it's a good turning point for the writers in Marvel to be like, hey, Peter might be getting a little stale with his old girlfriend Mary Jane, and they're like, hey, let's figure out a way to get him a new squeeze. And the whole part about, it's a little bit stealing from Batman, where you have like a cat burglar that's also a cat person,
a little bit.
cat type character. But I thought it was really fun that like Felicia is only really in love with Spider-Man. She thinks Peter's like a dork, and it does like like when they're like together doing stuff, she's like, put the mask back on. I don't want to see you as Peter. I only like Spider-Man. So it's like, it's kind of funny that happens in the storyline. Eventually, like, they do date and stuff like that, but yeah, she's kind of, the way they make it seem like she's much more out of Peter's league than like MJ is when it comes to like the two girls when in the books.
And what's great about this also is that she actually had powers back in the day. She had unlucky powers, bad luck, cat luck powers. Anyways, she was kind of like Longshot in a way where she can make things happen.
Not in the beginning.
I thought it was in the beginning.
No.
Well, whatever.
Nope.
Yeah. Eventually she gets powers, and then she loses powers. Yeah.
That is true.
And she's very agile, like a cat.
Mm-hmm. That is also true.
Very cool.
All right. Dang, what's your favorite one, Zach?
I want to say it's probably that Betsy Braddock, because, the Captain Britain number 8. I think it's number 8.
That's your favorite one?
8. Yeah, just because I haven't had... It's not the best cover in the world, but it's not bad at all. And it has a key character that I want in my life. Oh, yeah.
Nice. I almost would say the Miles hip-hop cover, but I'm not, like, super into hip-hop stuff as much as I'm into Miles, so I would say... I'll definitely go with the first Black Cat. I love that. I love that book. I have that book in my collection. Not nearly as nice a grade as Princess's, but... that is a fantastic book, and Spider-Man's like my favorite character by far, so great. What's your favorite princess, or is it too many to count?
Too many to count.
You can't name just one.
What's your favorite? Comment down below. Let us know.
Yeah.
Vote on it. Actually, give us a list. Vote or give us or also that.
There you go. This or that. That's too many options, Zach. You give them too many, you just get nothing.
Just vote.
All right, as always, guys, do us a huge favor right now. Stop what you're doing. Hit the like button for Princess's What's in the Box. She deserves it, guys. She did a bunch of work today. And subscribe to the channel if you like seeing this kind of stuff. We're all over the table, though. Sometimes we do, like, comic book info. Sometimes we do pricing. Sometimes we do stories. Sometimes we just rant. Sometimes we're drunk. You never know what you're going to get. But if you like all those things sometimes together... subscribe to the channel. Do us a huge favor. And Zach, you got anything else?
Yeah, sure. How you do that is you yourself will have to get a box and put the books in there and say, what's in this box? Because you might have put it away and then you forgot.
Oh.
And then you pull it back out. Like, oh yeah, I do have that.
Make a capsule. Like a time capsule.
But very short. Like maybe a year.
If you like dig a hole in your backyard, put a bunch of slabs in there, and then don't forget before you move, dig it back up and see what you got.
I've done that before.
Hopefully you didn't do it in 2020 and then dug it up. Then it would be worse.
Oh, yeah.
Until we see you next time, guys, stay safe and remember.
Get those gains.
Get 'em.
Every single one.